Welcome, my darling seedlings. Today we'll stretch and flow like nature intended. Graceful, powerful, and rooted in purpose. This session will help you grow flexibility and ease tension in your body. We'll use the Magic Circle, a tool far more useful than most humans, to stretch and lengthen all of the muscles in your body. Let's begin our journey of muscle lengthening. We're gonna warm up with some seated breathing and neck rolls. I'm gonna sit with my legs crossed, but if there's another way that you need to sit to accommodate your hips, you can always sit on a yoga block. If you have a chair that you want to sit on instead, try not to sit on any living creatures, although if you have a human that likes being used as a chair, you can certainly use one of those. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna hold the circle right in front of my chest. I'm gonna take a deep breath in, and I'm just gonna do little circles with my chin, almost as if I'm tracing my chin around the circle, just a little bit of neck cars, and I'm squeezing the circle gently. And under the circle in the other direction. And I'm rooting my hips down firmly. I'm reversing in the other direction. And now I'm gonna reach the circle behind me. Let's inhale deeply, lengthening your spine. And let's circle the chin around a few times. We're gonna circle about 3 in each direction. And now let's reverse about 3 directions. All right, let's breathe in just a little bit of strength, lifting your chin, and then exhale, release a little bit of stress, dropping your chin down. Again, inhale on up, and then exhale on down. Now I'm gonna come on up to my knees, and I'm gonna reach, I'm actually gonna give you a side view, and I'm gonna squeeze that circle in front of me. I'm gonna pull my shoulders forward and back. Forward and back, squeezing that circle just for a little bit of help. And then I'm gonna take my shoulders up and down. Up and down. And now I'm gonna do some shoulder rolls with that magic circle. I'm squeezing it with both hands. Those arms are extended in front of me. You can lower your arms a little bit. Now let's circle backwards just a few times. Keep that core engaged, and just think about rolling that tension away like the wind rustles through the leaves. Now let's go ahead and lay on your back. We're gonna do some bridges. I'm gonna place the magic circle between my knees. I'm gonna have my feet flat. And I'm gonna have my arms at my sides, and I'm gonna lift my hips and squeeze that circle between my thighs. I'm gonna lower my hips on down. And again, as you can see, Raphael is quite eager to help me lift on up. Squeeze that circle, and then I'm gonna roll my spine down, one vertebra at a time. Right, lift your hips like you're reaching your hips up for the stars, trying to escape from the planet. And again, inhale to lift up, up, up. And then exhale, bring it down. Let's do about 4 more. Try to press into all of 10 of your toes equally. And then down, lift up, and lower down. And lift, and then down. Now we're gonna hold it up. Just take a deep breath in and just squeeze that circle. Squeeze it. My hands on my hips now. And I'm gonna take my hips up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm gonna take a hold of this circle. First, I'm gonna sit on up. I'm gonna take a big stretch, just sitting up really tall. Maybe bend your knees, flex your toes. Now we're gonna do a hamstring stretch. It's my right foot, it might be your left foot if you're facing me, but we're gonna do a hamstring stretch with the Magic Circle. So I'm hooking the circle into my foot. I'm gonna lay on my back, that foot inside the circle. And you can have your bottom leg, I have mine straight today, but you can also have it bent or straight. My top leg is lifted. I'm gonna hold here, and I'm gonna rotate in and out. And I'm also gonna bend and stretch that leg a few times. And I'm gonna hold, and I'm gonna point and flex the toes. I'm gonna just hold it, point, and I'm just gonna bring this hand here. All right, I'm gonna take this same hand, and I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna bring that circle across. And same thing, I'm gonna flex and point the toes here. You can bend and stretch the knee. And I'm also gonna windshield wipe the leg now. And I'm not super flexible, so I might have a little bend in that knee. And now I'm gonna switch this out. I'm gonna switch the hand, and I'm gonna bring the other hand to the crease of that opposite hip, and I'm gonna hold that hip down. And you can see I'm not going that far. And now I'm gonna rotate that foot and that hip. I'm not just rotating the foot, I'm rotating that knee and that whole leg bone, the whole thigh bone in and out. Now, to come up, I'm going to, well actually before I come up, let's do some leg circles, right? So let's circle first around. And now I'm gonna let go. First I'm gonna squeeze that circle right above my chest. I'm gonna keep my hips really heavy, and I'm just gonna lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower. Keeping the right leg relatively long. And now I'm gonna circle that leg. Right down and around. Keeping my hips really still. And now let's go other direction. Other direction. And now I'm gonna take a hold of it. And now let's just do a few little circles here. Right, just kind of dangling that leg. And now other direction. Really getting deep into those hamstrings. Just hold. Really keeping that core engaged, and I'm gonna carefully, hold on to my back leg. I'm gonna sit on up. And I'm gonna bring that down, and I'm gonna root down like a tree through that opposite foot. And I'm gonna take this other leg back now. I'm gonna lay on my back. I'm gonna do that same series here. I'm gonna flex and point. Right, I'm gonna bend and stretch it. I'm anchoring my hips down. And now I'm gonna rotate in and out. I'm keeping my hips heavy, abs are pulling in. And now I'm gonna take this leg across and across. Now I'm going to hold it across, and I'm going to bring this thumb into that hip crease. the flexing point here. And bend and stretch a few times. Much tighter on my left side. I'm gonna hold. And I'm gonna bring it center. I'm gonna switch out the hands. And I'm gonna rotate it in and out. I'm gonna flex and point. Bring that center. And I'm gonna hold that circle here. And I'm just gonna take that like down and up. Down and up. Anchoring the hips heavy. And circling that leg around. Keeping that hip quiet. And now other direction. Now I'm going to hook this circle again. And hold. And let's just circle that leg around inside the hip. I'm going to angle my hand down. And now other direction. Take a breath in, and I'm going to sit on up. And I'm going to squeeze that circle between my palms. And I'm going to bend my knees a little bit and anchor my heels down. I'm going to start to roll back. And then I'm going to sit back up, and I'm going to take a big stretch. I'm going to sit back up, and I'm going to roll back. Go a little further this time. And then stretching. Now, I'm going to start to roll back a little further. Now, if you can't go back any further, then just go back as far as it feels good. But for me, I'm going to start to go back maybe to the tips of my shoulder blades, draw my belly in and coming up and back one vertebra at a time. And then finally, maybe coming up one vertebra at a time, squeezing that circle, and going back one vertebra at a time all the way to the mat. And again. Big stretch. And then finally grabbing a hold of that circle with my feet with one side, lifting tall and taking a big stretch, right? Moving with intention during those roll-ups, right? Like the steady growth of the earth under your feet. Round your spine forward. Now go ahead and unfurl your spine, and we're gonna go into our kneeling lunge stretch with a side reach. So I'm going to use the circle initially, and I'm going to come into this low lunge, right? So I have my circle in my hand, and I'm going to squeeze that circle, and I'm going to just pulse down and down. And now I'm going to take an inhale and reach that circle up overhead, and I'm going to take a side bend one way. Inhale, and then exhale, reach it overhead, and then side bend the other way. A few more times. And now I'm going to reach back, maybe grab that circle, and reach for my foot. Now let's go ahead right to the other side. Coming into this kneeling lunge on the other side. So kneel in that low lunge. Pulse down and up. I'm going to reach that circle up. And let's do some side bends. And now let's reach that circle to the back foot. And maybe take a big stretch. Now we're going to stretch like a vine into our 90-90. Let's go into a 90-90 position. And let's go. Actually, I'm going to be on my elbow. And I've got into this 90-90. And I'm going to lift and lower this back knee up and down. And we can use this circle and start to squeeze the circle as we lift. Squeeze and squeeze. Now if you wanted to make that a little harder, squeeze with that circle right in front of your chest. And now I'm going to take one more big stretch. I'm going to put that circle down and I'm going to go for this internally rotated stretch. And I'm just going to hold here, taking a big deep breath in. And now let's go on to the other side. Starting on the elbow. And just lifting and lowering that back knee. And then seeing if you can come and lift the circle with that back hand. And squeeze that circle. And then see, can you squeeze? Squeeze. Really working on that hip mobility. And I'm going to place that circle down and twist back towards that back knee. Taking a deep breath in. A deep breath out. Well, my darling seedlings, I hope you enjoyed this vine-like flexibility with me, Poison Ivy.